Get some work done. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's do work.
Outside.
Let's do work. Oh Lord. Here we
Try
go.
again. It's okay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl Shy, and welcome back.
Sorry, because I was gonna do the intro. I was gonna be like, "Hey guys, it's your girl Shy. My name's not Shy. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow. Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl Shy, and welcome back to the CheyTea podcast. Whoa. Hey.
Big
What it
cheesin'.
do?
Big
What it
cheesin'.
do? What
Big
it do? What it
cheesin'.
do? What
Big
it
cheesin'.
do?
Hey,
New
hey.
year, new me. I'm joking.
It's not even a new year. It's not even Christmas yet, brother.
It's about to be a new
Turn
year.
off your
new
phone,
me.
Shan.
Shut up.
Put it on silent, Shan.
Yeah. Sorry, they're canceling
See?
class today because snow day. Woohoo!
She wasn't planning on going nowhere.
Yeah, I definitely was
She
not.
already made the snow day in her
I
head.
already canceled all of my classes. I was already like, we're not doing it. Okay, bye. Anyways,
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
how are you guys doing tonight? Are you guys okay?
Honestly,
Yeah, how
I'm
are
actually
you
doing pretty decent. Can't
You
even
are?
complain, to be honest.
That's good.
Like every day, it's like every day same complaints for me. Like, like I wish I had Chris Brown's bank account in my bank account. But like other than that, like, live, laugh, love.
Every day, I ask myself,
Why
is
is
it
it
possible? What?
No, go ahead.
Is it possible for like someone to accidentally just put 20 mil in my bank account?
Just by accident.
Just by accident.
And like there's no questions asked.
Am I asking for a lot? Okay, maybe 20 mil is a lot. Like, give me $1 million. I will be perfectly
Give me
okay.
about 40 bands.
Like, accidentally.
Like accidentally.
I'll be able to buy a house.
Live, laugh, love.
I'll be able to give my mom a change. I'll be able to give you a little,
No, I was waiting for
something.
me.
Yeah, just a little something.
I was waiting for me.
I'm able to, just go up on tree vacation,
You know what I'm saying?
And then, just come back. You know what I'm saying?
And like nobody asked. Like it's just there.
It's just there. You know what I'm saying?
So if anybody's interested.
Yeah, anybody wants to accidentally.
That just reminded me of a TikTok I saw today of a girl talking about how easy it is to be a sugar baby. I'm like, girl, no, it's not. Because if it was.
I have never, ever been no sugar baby. I have been a sugar mama, but I have definitely not been no damn sugar baby.
And I'm just like, I live in Canada. Do these things exist here? Like,
well, apparently they do. So.
Listen, I'm joking.
I will
Don't
not
holla
bring
at
the
me.
mix up to
I'm
the
kidding.
microphone. I will not bring
I'm
the mix up
kidding.
to
Don't
the
holla at me, but like
microphone.
holla at me.
Oh dear.
Anyways, you already know the vibes, friends. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, CheyTea Podcast, because the girls, she is the girls,
Are
is TikToking,
Yeah.
and she's giving you a little MUA, little makeup tutorials and whatnot, little 90s
And I put in
skincare
podcast
routines.
clips.
I don't. I was Can I get there, please?
Of course, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Like I said, she was giving the makeup tutorials. She's giving the hauls.
Yeah.
She's giving the night routines.
Yeah.
She's giving the podcast clips because
It's a podcast.
excuse. But like, we're trying to cater to all the girlies. She's giving the days in the life, little bloggy blogs.
Yeah,
you know
I
the vibes?
am. Well, I started it yesterday and then I forgot to
She
finish
didn't
it.
finish it.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna like pretend like Fridays was
We're just gonna act like it was the same day.
Yeah.
So anyways, you know the vibes, and then follow us. What? Start again. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like and comment.
God.
Click that notification bell so you know when man's drop an episode or whatnot. You know the vibes. And yeah, we here.
Yeah, CheyTea Podcast.
CheyTea Podcast outside. Not a goddamn
Yeah.
what? I'm outside.
Yeah. We're here. We're gonna be bringing some guests in the new season. The new year. The new year for the rest of the season. There's a couple of people, but the way how life has been lifing and
just
back and forth and
them so reach.
I'm saying like, moving, this, that. Like it was just the time where I was like, you know what? Let's just utilize my Christmas break where I'm not teaching every 5 hours. And then have people come in and let's do it then because Awagwan.
The life has been lifing, but God still got us.
Yeah, God still got us.
And have been since we're talking about booked and busy. I'm outside here.
You're actually so annoying.
Just want to let everybody know, doing the local 1, 2, 3, 4, little 5, 6, 7, 8s. I feel
Good
nice
job.
about
Good
it.
for you.
Thanks so much.
Love that for you.
We love our bookings.
We love bookalins.
I was just about to say that.
We love a bookalins.
We love.
So today's episode is it's a little soft. It's a little sad. Not completely, but we just have to pay our respects. First things first, is what I'm going to say is to rest in peace to Steven Twitch boss. Um, I I don't know what I can say. I think it's the best. I think the quicker um we can talk about it, the better for me because I won't be as emotional because it's just the timing is just hard,
Yeah.
obviously with everything and like, my grandmother passing, so it's just sensitive. But it, you would never be able to tell that anything was dark for him in his life.
Yeah. Or like anything was wrong or like he was dealing with something. Like you couldn't tell,
Yeah.
like at all. And like, yeah, obviously you have to put on like a face and like whatever when you're working and stuff. But like, I just thought that man was just genuinely happy.
He looked happy. He looked, you know, he looked like he was living.
He looked
He
excited about
he
life.
looked like he was joyful. He looked like he was supportive. He looked like he was proud. He might have all been these things,
Very much so.
but to know that this happened, it's heartbreaking for the dance community because so many people interacted, got an opportunity to take a class from him,
Work with him.
work with him, just any type of way. He was an influence to so many dancers, so many choreographers, so many artistic directors, so many artists in general, just artists as a whole. He was so influential to so many people. And it is a very, very, very big loss to the dance community.
Very.
And I think that it's so important to acknowledge mental health and to take care of your mental well-being. I think that it doesn't make you weak to say that you're not okay.
It's okay to not be okay.
It doesn't make you weak to cry. It doesn't make you weak to second guess yourself, to not be confident. It doesn't make you weak to be weak. Not everybody is strong. Not everyone's going to be strong. It's okay. And the stigma with men having to be strong and macho and not allowed to be vulnerable or limited to being vulnerable, it's just it needs to stop now. I think it just needs to stop.
Just be able to talk about your feelings and like say how you're feeling and be open and talk to somebody about it and just share how you're feeling if you're not having a good day, if you're just not all if you're not even just day, if you're not having a good week, if you're not having a good couple months, like if things are just rough, like let it be normal for men or not just men, just for everybody to just talk about it. Like it's not everyday smiles. And like for us people who are on these apps and everything and on social media to understand that like it's all fake and like not to believe everything that you see because obviously we all assumed that this man was living his best happy life, which he probably was, but he was also fighting some serious battles
Mm-hmm.
that unfortunately he decided to take into his own hands to stop feeling that way. And we'll never know the full story or whatever the case may be, but we just have to understand that like people are going through some ish.
And the reason why I stress men particularly, I know everyone goes through things, but I was discussing this with my friend, and we were having this conversation, and like this is what he kept stressing to me, that there's this stigma where I can't be vulnerable, where if I cry in front of a woman, it's almost like it's a glorious moment for that particular woman because oh my god, he cried in front of me. Oh my god, he was vulnerable with me. Oh my god, he did this with me. Oh my god, he did all these things. And it's like it I don't he's like I don't celebrate or or take it as an achievement when a woman cries in front of me. So why is it that that's glorified? That I'm having a moment and it's a chip for you as if like it's an accomplishment because I get to be this way with you. Why can't I be this way? Why can't it just be I'm emotional and I need emotional support? So the reason why I stress it for men, the reason why I stress it for black men is because it is told to them that yo, man up.
Yeah, like you shouldn't.
Man up. What do
Like,
you
what are
mean?
you
Don't
crying
be
for?
stop being a
Yeah.
bitch. Stop doing this. Stop doing that.
And
That
then we're too emotional as females, so it's just like there's no.
yeah, but the thing is that like we're allowed, but a man is not allowed
No,
to be
we're allowed, but
emotional.
we still get it thrown back in our face. Oh, you're too emotional. Why are you so emotional? Or why this and that?
I know that, but that's the thing. It's a norm for women to be emotional, and it's not a and it's a norm for men to be strong and to hide their emotions. And if they are being emotional, they're being told to man up. I think that's worse. I think it's worse. I think that if I'm stereotyped or if I'm labeled as too emotional or a woman or too emotional or whatever, like I think it's not as harsh as saying to a man, you
Mm,
scrape your knee, get back up, and don't even think
I
about
mean,
crying.
I think it's the same thing because being told that you're too emotional is like, like what is too emotional? Like, how can somebody be too emotional? And then if I'm not emotional enough, I'm a bitch. If I'm rude or like if I brush things off, so it's like it's no winning for either genders because there's something wrong with however you're feeling.
Okay, but you get to express your emotion.
You do, but I'm just saying like
I know,
regardless
but
from you,
my
like
point, I'm just talking about
oh
emotions.
yeah, like you get
You
to
get to
express it,
express your
but yeah,
emotion. A man is told not to. Some cases, not all.
yeah, in certain
I'm
cases,
just
yeah,
saying, when it comes to black men and you hearing, we have brothers.
yeah, because they're
How often do you hear them say that like it's a norm for them to cry or it's a norm for them to feel emotional?
it's not normal, but like we came from like parents and a mother who like always expressed to us to share our
Right, I know
emotions.
that. But I'm
But like
saying how
generally
many
speaking,
times
like
did
they
you
don't
see them
really
at
no.
right? So that's my point. It shouldn't be that way.
No, you should be able to cry. You should be able to say even if you don't cry and you're just like, "Yo, I'm frustrated or I'm tired." Like
You should be
you
able
should
to
still be able to
express
voice,
emotion.
yeah, voice your emotions, whether that's crying or just yelling or just talking or whatever it is. You should be able to do that. Like
And
it shouldn't be something that like you're like, oh well, you have to suck it up and
yeah,
big
you
up your
don't
chest
need
and
to man up
be
whatever the
fine.
heck that
No,
means. You don't. Like it doesn't. And I'm saying this to say like I am not like I'm not a therapist. I'm not that. I'm not a professional, but I am a human and I will listen.
yeah,
I don't need to talk to you every day. I don't need to be your best friend. I don't need to be anything, but if you need someone to talk to, like
just hit my line and just
just
listen.
call me,
Yeah, I'll listen.
text me,
I don't gotta say
message
nothing.
me. If you just want to go for a walk and say, "Yo, I just want some air." If you just want to vent, if you just want to cry, like I'm very fortunate to say that I have friends where I can just call.
Yeah,
I can say I need to cry.
yeah,
I need someone to just hold my hand.
yeah,
And I'm lucky enough to have a partner that who I can do that with as well, but it's different when it's like you know your relationship will always serve comfort to you, you know what I mean? But it's nice to have somebody other than just your
yeah. It's nice
relationship.
to have a friend.
It's nice to have a friend.
Yeah,
And it's nice to just have somebody who doesn't question me and I'm able to have that. So if I'm able to have that and I can be that to somebody else, I will be that for you.
yeah,
I may not have all the answers. I might not be able to do that, but you know what I can do? I can listen.
yep,
I can resource for you. I can research for you. I can hug you. I can hold your hand. I can do those things. And I think we need more of that.
yeah. I've
And men and black men especially, like it's okay. It's okay to say that I'm having mental health issues. Mental health is a serious thing. It's serious, and I would hope that, if someone can listen to you, and if you are fighting, and if there's battles that you're fighting, if someone can help you, I would I would love that for
Yeah,
you. I would love for someone to help
and even
you.
if you don't want to talk to like a friend or anybody or like a family member, you can reach out to therapy. I convinced somebody that I know to go to therapy, and they love it.
Yeah.
And like, because some people that is easier for them is to talk to a stranger who doesn't know you personally. There's many resources out there, and even if there's black therapists, if like for me, for somebody who sees a black therapist, I'm more comfortable with that. Like there's resources out there for us to talk to people and just vent. And I'm the type of person who doesn't always want to pick up the phone and call their friend. I'd rather just talk to my therapist and be like, hey, this is what's been going on in my life.
Yeah.
And I am that friend to my friends who will just like, you can call me and I'll just listen. I don't have to talk back. I can just listen to you cry. I'll listen to you talk. I'll listen to you vent. I'll listen to you whatever. If you're just like, yo, I'm calling you, I don't really want to hear. I just want to vent. I'm like, all right, now listen. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather you do that than do anything stupid or whatever the case may be, or just feel like you're by yourself and alone. Like we can all be there for our friends and our close like people in our lives and just be there to just listen to them rather than us having to go through all these RIPs and like all that stuff because it's sad.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like I wouldn't want to say like before you do anything stupid. I would just say before you think irrationally, before you make a decision, if there is someone you can talk to, like do that. Like I don't want anybody to go out and feel like they didn't have anyone to speak with or to have comfort them. Um that's what we need. We need more comfort. We need more love. We need to lead with love. We need to be kind to one another. I may not like you. You may not be my best person, but I don't need to sprue, or I don't need to lead with hate. I need to lead with love. And I think what everybody, like, I we talked about this in the unfortunate November, but like we have one life, and life is so precious. We don't get do-overs. When God calls us, God calls us. We have to trust that God's calling us for a reason. So take your life and be grateful and be kind and treat others the way you want to be treated. And if you don't want to treat anybody in a way because there's dislike or distaste for them, then just don't treat them away. Period. Just leave them alone. Because you don't know what anyone is going through. You have no idea. We just both sat down here and said that Twitch looked like he was the happiest of happiest souls. He looked like he was the light of the room.
Yep.
And who knew that his room was dark?
He lightened it up for everybody else, but that he felt
Right.
like
And
he
who
didn't
was
have
there to
anybody
light
to
it
light
for
up
him?
his. Yeah.
His room was dark. He was the light for our room, but his room was dark. That is something that we really got to sit down and take in. Just be kind, lead with love. Who cares about whatever? I'm not saying you got to like wake up tomorrow and like call the person that you had a falling out with, like all that. Just leave it alone, but just have kindness in your heart.
Yeah.
From a distant, be kind. Don't say anything, don't do anything, don't do that. And the internet is interneting right now, and I'm just going to ask you guys, please, I beg, just respect people, and respect people and their privacy, and all this conspiracy bull
Yo,
crap.
every time somebody passes, I'm so over it.
it
Everybody comes out with their conspiracy theories. Like, bro,
and it's like it hasn't even been
like,
24
brother,
hours.
like, where do you like? Do you guys just sit down and just like,
It hasn't even been 24
oh my
hours
gosh, like, how
that
do you just
this
make
that
up
this whole
things?
thing happened, and people are saying I don't believe this. Who asked you to believe
Ain't nobody
anything?
asked you nothing.
Like, don't you see people are mourning right now?
This is not the first time you guys have talked about conspiracy theories. Like, it happens every time a celebrity passes, somebody comes up with a conspiracy
It's
theory.
something, and it's tiring. This man has 3 children, 3 young children. He has a wife. What are you doing?
He has parents. I think his parents are still alive too.
Yeah, his parents are still alive. He has brothers, but I'm saying like
He has a whole
he
family.
has a whole family. Like he has his own family.
Yeah.
He comes from a family, but he has his own family that will see these things. Cuz what I said before, what happens on the
It
internet
stays on the
stays on
internet.
the internet.
And one of them is grown enough to see this stuff.
What are you guys doing? Like,
Listen,
come on, man. Like, this is just like it's 2 plus 2, man. Seriously, just leave it alone. Just put R.I.P.
or just don't say
or
anything at all.
don't say anything at all. Pay your condolences, prayers to the family. There's so many different things that you can say versus talking the shit out of your ass.
Coming into people's comments talking about, oh, nobody asked you to believe anything.
Like,
But
and another thing, Twitch was a dancer.
oh yeah, he wasn't
He
Ellen
was a
DeGeneres'
street
DJ.
dancer first. Okay? Twitch was on So You Think You Can Dance.
He
He
auditioned.
was a dancer. He
dancer.
came first runner up. He was a dancer. We voted for him.
I thought he
Dancers
won that.
love him. He went to workshops. He taught kids. He did choreography. He was in dance shows. He was in dance films. He was a dancer first. This whole Ellen DeGeneres DJ bullcrap, please. Because he wasn't no DJ Twitch.
Not lie.
He was a dancer. He got an opportunity. He got a gig. But you want to know what he did when he came out behind? What was he doing?
Dancing.
So then,
Oh my goodness.
like, just because you know him as that, okay, do your research. I keep saying this. These media outlet forms, like, you got the resources, fam. Do your research.
I do like how that everybody's posting all his So You Think You Can Dance performances, and I completely forgot. Well, not really forgot, but like it reminded me of, like how dope he was.
He was
Like,
amazing.
He did that Dreaming with a Broken Heart, and like remember this guy's a street dancer.
No
Whole
te-
contemporary piece.
Yep.
No
And
technique.
he gave the dancers who second guess themselves
Yeah.
that I can't do this. He made you see, like, listen, if I can do it, you can do it too.
And it doesn't matter what style background you come from or started in or whatever you're stronger in, you can do it all.
The love of dance
Is what can get you to do it
can
all.
be expressed in different languages, but it has the same meaning.
Facts.
We all love it. We all are passionate about it. So you can lead with that and you can do what you have to do. And he was so influential. Like, literally, he was so influential to this dance community that this is a very, very, very big loss.
Yeah.
And I can't stress that enough. And again, it's just condolences and prayers to anyone who interacted with him, to anyone this is affecting, my dancers, my artists, like all of us out there, like,
even if this just affects you, like just because somebody passing and dying, like
right,
just,
like just with this, like, you know, this is a topic like of how he passed.
Yeah.
Trigger warning. You know, it was idle, and I can't say the word.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a sad situation, and we just need to be there for one another. I know we are all heartbroken. I know that we're all feeling this, but I just want us all to remember that we can make a difference and we can change and we can lead with love and we can be there. So if we all are on the same page and if we can all love one another, if we can all lead with love and all lead with kindness, then
especially as dancers in this community, it's very small. It's very big, but also very small.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and it's like, I don't mean to like go back to the DJ topic, but boy, like even when in a time like this, we can't even get the recognition for what we are.
It's because it's whatever he was right now.
No, it's whatever he was to.
No, I'm talking about to the media. It's what
I
they know.
I was gonna say a word for them,
Oh.
but it's whatever they were to those people who
Yeah.
who don't do their research.
Who don't look around because you're acting like Ellen didn't put him on.
Like, no.
Ellen came on his show actually when they did the performance on So You Think You Can Dance. So there's that.
And fell in love with him as a dancer. So like, what are you guys
if we wanna
doing?
talk
Like,
about it.
even in this time, the man can't even get the respect as a dancer. People are calling him DJ Twitch.
I'm
Like, I get it. Yes, he did that gig, but he was doing a gig as a dancer.
Oh
like,
my
he
gosh.
like dance and music fall hand in hand. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I'm
most
not,
definitely,
like, you
but
know what it is.
Twitch is
But
a dancer.
he was a dancer. He was
His wife was a dancer. That's how they met.
They danced together. Like, What are you guys doing?
I can't. It's giving the offset and the intake off situation by putting the wrong pictures all over again. We're doing the
It's just
same
we
thing.
gotta fight for respect even when in time of mourning. Like
Like
seriously,
imagine.
imagine that. We have to fight for respect while we're alive and kicking and booking, and then in a moment of a passing, we gotta still fight for the respect.
It's
We're damned if
crazy.
we do, we're damned if we don't. Doesn't that sound nuts to y'all?
It's madness. But you know, RIP to Twitch. Steven, you already know the vibes. He was dope. You know?
Hmm. Hmm.
On a brighter
Dancers
note,
just come together and
let's just be nice.
let's just try to lead with love and again pray for this man's family,
Yep.
pray for his wife,
His children.
um, his children, his young children, especially the young ones that don't understand,
Yeah.
like his little girl and little boy who don't understand, and just the pillar now that his wife has to be. Please, like, just send all the love to them and respect their privacy and cut out with the damn conspiracy. Chuh. That's it.
On a brighter note, the dance community didn't one of those dance movies win an Emmy?
Yeah, Sneakerella.
Yeah. There we go.
Congratulations. Big up my big fan of
Oh
Anime Wilson. Are you
yes.
stupid? Are you dumb? Are you crazy?
Wow.
That's my friend.
So that's a
Watch
nice
the Free
positive.
Gems episode because she was on it.
That's a positive in the dance community. You know, we out here winning awards for best choreography.
Yeah, I love that the dancers were able to be awarded this. I think it's a huge look for the dancers in that film. I think it's a huge look for Toronto as
Definitely.
well, just because it was filmed in Toronto. The dancers out there, the dancers in that film, majority of was Toronto
Yeah.
dancers. So shout out to all the dancers that were
Shout out
able
to
to be
you
a part of
guys.
this and a part of that movie. And again, shout out to my big friend Emmanuel
Amanda
Wilson
Wilson.
because that's my friend.
Big up she.
Big you up anywhere you're there. Yeah. Love
I
you
just thought I'd
lots.
throw that in there, you know? Have
Yeah,
a little
absolutely.
positivity in the dance community.
Absolutely. Speaking of dancing, because this episode we did have to get all of that heaviness first because
We got to talk about it.
a dancer's dream. What was your dancer dream growing up?
Mine?
Yes. No, the person behind you.
Shut up, bro.
Mine.
Listen. Anyways, honestly, it was very simple. I just wanted to just be on tour and like dance on stages, and like I just wanted to just be paid to do what I like to do, whether
Mm-hmm.
like just touring life, dancing life, movies. I just wanted to be outside. It
Did
wasn't
you?
anything in like particular. That's all I really wanted to do. Was perform. That was my little dancer dream
Um,
as a young child.
I think we all had the dream. I had the dream to go to LA and make it big. I was like, I want to go to LA and I'm going to dance for an artist. I'm going to dance. I'm going to go on tour for someone. At that time, I was like heavy. Like that was like the early career of like Chris Brown, but like it was like Chris Brown, Usher, and like Sierra. I just wanted like anybody that was a dancer artist that danced.
Yeah, like
I
yeah,
was like, I'm gonna
yeah,
go to LA and I'm gonna dance for
yeah.
anybody. I'm gonna make a
They
big
definitely had to be an
career.
artist that like danced. It
Yeah,
couldn't just be like anybody.
I think you know everybody had that dream, and not to say like look where I am, but it's funny. It's funny.
No, but like
I've accomplished things. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
like
I've
let's not
accomplished
act
things,
like
but
it
yeah,
might not be to the fullest.
LA is not cheap. Like
It's, LA's not really LAing.
no, this is
From the outside looking
expensive.
in. From the outside looking in, friends.
Listen,
Disclaimer. From
listen.
the outside looking in, it just looks like
I
that
have
dancer life would be
I
expensive.
I have friends. I have friends who say, "Yo, you go to LA, just make sure you got some money in your pocket, okay?
A lot of it.
A lot of it, because it ain't cheap out there. To find a place to sublet, to Uber,
But
to
even to
eat,
find a bookings, like
to
everybody's going after the same thing. So
let me
you
tell
have
you
to make sure that
something.
like if there's a point in time where you're not really booking things, you got money.
You just gotta be financially responsible. But I mean, like Toronto dancers from Canada who are here, it's way different from. It's not as easy. I thought that like I could just go to LA and like
Same.
it's
And
gonna
like
be
life
like
it'd be like that.
I didn't think
I could just
about.
go anywhere and I get booked.
Yeah, I didn't think about like, pay to eat food and where am I gonna
I just
stay?
thought like I just
Who
had to
was
get
gonna
booked.
pay the light bill?
Yeah, like I
Like,
didn't care. I just thought I just had to hop on a plane and somebody's gonna book me.
yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to LA and get booked. No,
Because I'll see
bitch.
celebrities everywhere and they'll be like, yo, I like her.
No. Like, no.
If only it was that easy.
I wish it was that easy, but it's not. But the reason why I ask is just because it's like we can laugh about it, but it's just is it really that easy to live out your dancer dream in LA? Or I'm using LA as an example, but just to live your dancer's dream
I don't
out.
think so. I think you have to put in work. Like seeing people that I know that are in LA right now, like they have to put in work because remember you're fighting for the same spot that a million and one other people, other dancers, I should say, rather, are fighting for. So you have to figure out how am I going to stand out here in a room in a fishbowl full of dancers who are after the exact same thing I'm after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I left a city where we're all fighting the same dream, but now I just entered a new city where you're the new person on the block. And now you got to figure out how am I going to stand out amongst all of these other people who some of them might have certain connections and some of them don't, and then you're just trying to find out how can I stand out as an individual.
It's building also your relationships
That too.
because what I realized, it's not about what you do, it's
It's
about who
who
you
you know.
know.
Yeah.
And it's like who you interact with and you who you build with. Because you got to build with someone. You can't just go out there and think it's just you against the world. It's really not. It's
I mean, if
the
you want to.
relationships you build. I mean, it's
That's what I'm
possible,
saying.
but
It's about, but like, I'd rather know
it's. I
somebody.
know a lot of people who have grown and it's made LA work for them, but that was based off the relationships that they built that
Yeah.
took years to build. And it's like being kind and being nice and everybody wanting the same dream, but having a support system, having a supportive team. People are very supportive and to you, and everybody is a vibe. Like everybody's in a room together and it's like everybody wants the same goals, but they're happy to see you attain your goal if you get it and they don't. Like I think that's something that I never really took in until a lot of like my other dance friends and people that I've seen go to LA, and like I see how they're able to get opportunities. It's like the relationships you build, the respect, lead in with respect, going in a room and saying hello.
But like, what is it about LA that like draws so many dancers over there? Like,
It's
is
just
it because of
there's
like
more
because there's more
opportunities.
and like more like because like celebrities are all out there
I-
and like that's where like a lot of like I guess
A lot of
bookings
things
and
are in
music
LA
happen.
when
Oh,
it
okay.
comes to touring, when it comes to art. A lot of artists live in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Um, I think like New York is very good for opportunity as
What about
well,
like
but
Miami or like Atlanta?
depends on the scene. Like there is
True.
different things where you can, but I think LA based is where a lot of work takes place. A lot of things take place in LA. Award shows, performances, corporate events,
Yeah.
Grammy awards, this award, that award, the corporate dinner for this label, this that.
Some
There's just
celebrities have a house in LA, so there's gonna be
yeah,
it's
the
giving the
opportunity
opportunities are
is
there.
in LA, and a lot of opportunities grow in LA. And it's easier if you're in New York or if you're in somewhere where you can fly out to LA. That's a different story. So I think that just like LA is the base of the opportunities, in my
It's a
opinion.
land of opportunities.
Yeah. So I think that's why it is known and looked
I
at
mean,
as
granted, don't
the
get me
place
wrong.
to be.
I definitely want to experience it. I definitely want to go there one day just to see what like. I'm the type of person I'm trying to see what the hype is about. Like, let's see. Like, I didn't really got to do nothing. I just want to see. Like, I just want to go, be a fly on the wall, go take a class or two, try to figure out like what is it that makes us, especially us dancers from Toronto, so gravitated to LA. Like, what's going on?
It's opportunity. That's what's
I know,
going
but
on.
that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
know.
just the
I want
opportunity.
to be
That's what
invited.
it is. It's the opportunity. It's the room, the support system. Like the love in there is not always the same. I think Toronto can be that, but I think that there's still some people that are just so you just gotta let them be what they want to be. But I truly do feel like it's different energy out there. It's a different
Yeah.
energy, and everybody wants to see you win. Um, no, I mean there are bad apples
No,
everywhere,
but
but I
everywhere.
mean
Yeah.
like usually for the most part they just want to see you win. Um, I mean at my age now, do you think well, our age. Well, I'm older than you, but same thing. Um, do you feel like it's too late to chase
No,
your? Oh, I didn't even finish a
nope. I know what you're
sentence.
gonna say. Nope. I do not think it's too late to change your to chase your dreams. Because why? When I see, I know we just spoke about him, but knowing that Twitch was 40 and still dancing the way he was dancing, and Allison dancing the way she was dancing, I have now taken that out of my brain to believe that you're too old, because it doesn't matter like how old you are or whatever the case may be. You can do something, and especially like me, I still think I'm a little fresh. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I can still do like a 1, 2, 3, 4. I still got plenty of time on me to figure it out and to get all there. I don't think I'm too old. Maybe if I was like 55, that's a different story. But like, I think I got
Yeah.
time. I think you're not too old to,
I
especially right
don't.
now. I don't think
Yeah.
there's a, because there can be different opportunities. Like for you, you're a choreographer. So I think it's a little different. Like I think you are still able to do things, and you're still able to do things as a dancer. Because it's not like you can't do things.
I don't think it. I think for me, um, I think for me it was just like I don't think it's like too old or I think I think now there just comes more responsibilities like with um in terms of like opportunities and like paying my bills. Like it's just, I got bills to pay now. Like
Okay.
before when you're like 19, 20, 21,
Yeah,
like
like a lot of people think that like I can just survive off dancing, and I'm like, guys, I wish.
yeah, but like at that the younger age I was just surviving
Yeah,
off
because
dance
we
because
didn't
I didn't
have
have the
responsibility.
responsibility
We weren't paying rent. You weren't
and
doing nothing.
not even that. I had mom and dad. I
That's what
was
I'm
still
saying.
young.
Yeah,
But I'm a big woman. I mean, I still have my mom and dad, thankful, but I mean, not like that.
exactly.
If I ask my mom for $20, she'll look at me, blink, and ask me if I'm gonna pay her back. She'll give it to me, but like I ask her for anything more than $20, it's a blinking of the eyes. So it's
Because you're a
like
big old
I'm a big woman, right? So it's like when you think about it and like, is it possible or is it like attainable when you have like responsibilities. You got to just make it work with whatever it
You
is that
will,
you're doing.
yeah, you can make it work, and I see people who make it work. I make it work till this day, because at the end of the day, my mental matters and my happiness matters, and so I balance both. I
Yeah.
gotta do what I gotta do, and if one day somebody wants to call me, hey, anybody, I'll be here to accept the offer.
But I also think that what we're all noticing as well is that dance can't always pay your bills. I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to say can't always. I don't want to be that way. Dance cannot pay your bills. It can't. It can't.
Depending on what you're doing.
It
No.
can't. It cannot. I don't want to hear it. Nope,
Yeah,
it does
because
not.
aren't like people who like dance for artists, aren't they like I don't they don't have a day job,
Yeah, they dance for artists, but then after, in the meantime, what do you think they're doing?
trying to figure out how to be an influencer.
Okay, so like they got to pursue different ways.
It's very true.
Not everybody,
Not
but
everybody.
let's just be honest.
Let's be for real and
Dance cannot just
realistic.
pay your
Yeah, like
bills.
depending on what you're doing,
There's
you
different
have to reach out to
yeah,
different.
there's different ways you can use dance to
Yes,
pay your
to
bills,
get
but
yeah.
I'm talking about just being a dancer. That not gonna make it. No, no. You see dancers doing workshops. You see them doing
Guys, they're
choreography.
charging for tutorials nowadays for
Yeah, you want a
classes. The
tutorial.
girl, you have to pay for that.
You gotta pay for it. You gotta go take my class in
Like
LA. You gotta pay for it.
for
Like
example, because obviously, what's her name? That girl who did the Under the Influence choreo. She's charging for that now.
Nicole Kirkland.
There you go. Because it went viral. Men are charging to learn choreo.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to because you gotta find a way to make money because the bills are not
But
gonna
that's
pay
my point.
itself.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like the girls are charged for tutorials now, and like tutorials used to be free.
The bills aren't gonna pay for itself.
Like I used to learn those things off of YouTube, and then all of a sudden it's click the link in my bio.
Yeah, because the bills are not gonna pay for itself. I just want to I can say it. Like it's just not gonna pay for
It's just
itself.
crazy. And but then like dancing is expensive, because then that goes into something else that I saw on Instagram, that another choreographer was doing a workshop, and he was trying to charge $2 for the workshop and realized that nobody was going because it was too expensive.
Yeah, but
So
that's what
he
happens because
put
who
it
has
from
2 bills?
he put it from $2 to $20.
Yeah, because who has that?
And I was just like, that's crazy that like you have to switch up your means, and like, because obviously you have to figure out how to get money as a dancer, because i.e. like Cheyenne keeps saying, dance just can't pay the bills. And he realized that like, why am I trying to ask for dancers to pay $200 to come take a workshop, and I know that dancers don't have it? So he had to lower the cost, and I thought it was hilarious, because I'm just like, wow, are we really out here struggling like this?
Yeah, we are.
Like
We are. We are. We definitely are.
like
And
Is life this hard?
yes, it is. And that's why you kind of have to sometimes have that uncomfortable conversation where it's
Yep.
like, I'm not saying that you cannot chase your dream of dancing. Like you still can, but you still also have to make some sacrifices.
Got to think
And you
realistic.
got to be realistic. You have to look for work. You have to get
Yep.
one job. There's plenty of people that I know that are dancers that work. They have
Yeah.
day jobs.
Yep.
They have to work a part-time job. They have to
Yep.
do something. Like I know dancers who are not who are not limiting themselves but who are expandable in different genres and different areas and different careers,
Yep.
because at the end of the day you got to feed yourself and you got to feed your passion at the same
You know how
time.
many dancers I know who are like still in school trying to get a diploma or a degree because dance they gotta just figure out, see, like, make sure, let me just have something here
There
just
has
in
to be
case
a
this doesn't work here.
balance.
There has to be a
There has to be a
balance.
balance
And they're
because
still working too. In school, work, dance.
right, and then especially when you live in Ontario,
Listen,
it is ghetto out here.
y'all, the Starbucks coffee was $9.07.
She won't let it go.
I'm not gonna let it go. And this is why I say I need a day job and I gotta dance because life is expensive.
It's sometimes it can be uncomfortable. I don't think it necessarily has to do with age.
No, it
I
doesn't.
know I see a lot of dancers. Like I told you, oh my gosh, I forget her name, but I know her Instagram name. Is it Daniela or Dam Danella Dam Della? I can't remember,
No
but
idea who
she's
that
Chris
is.
Brown's dancer.
Oh, is that the black girl?
Yeah. And
Yeah, I like her.
she's 37 years young and she
She's
looks beautiful.
37.
She looks
I
beautiful.
did not know she was 37.
When
I preed,
I
but I
kept
did
saying to
not know she was
myself, yo, I
37.
big 30s, all these 20-year-olds are taking a dance gigs and dance jobs. When my girl said happy 37th birthday to me,
I missed
I
that.
was like, you know what?
I
If
can't
she can
believe
do it,
that.
I can do it too.
And she's dancing for who?
She's dancing for Christopher.
Period.
Okay?
She's older than the artist.
Yeah, and she's out there. I'm saying right
No,
now.
she's really good.
If it like that's why I don't necessarily think it's an age thing. I think literally
It's
it's just a
not.
financial thing.
It is.
I think that like you're never too old to dance.
And
I
she can
mean,
probably dance in circles around these young folks.
oh yeah, absolutely, for sure, 110%, 115% actually. I mean, my leg can't always go up to where
But
it
you can
used
make
to
it go
be,
there.
but I can make it go there for a healthy
Don't let
coin.
her lie to you guys.
And I jump up and down with the kids in the classroom, but like like it's not your body that limits you as
No,
long as
it's
you're
you
taking
limit yourself.
yeah, as long as you're taking
Yeah.
care of
Because
yourself.
listen, whenever Shannon tries to say she old,
No, but I am.
no, she's not. Because I look
I
at her sideways and then I see her do things and I'm like, yeah?
yeah. But
Okay.
that's usually just like I said, like a healthy coin in the moment. But
She
then
put her
like
leg up to
it's
Jesus for a healthy coin.
yeah, of course. And then when the leg has to come back down, it hurts, but it's fine. It went up there. But
Exactly.
I just think that you don't necessarily have to crush someone's dreams, but you have to have that
Think
conversation
realistic, but also think smart.
with reality.
Yeah. Like, don't
Yeah.
be stupid. Just think, how can I do this and how can I make this work? And then make it work. Because obviously certain things are impossible, but things are also very much possible.
And what I like too is that you don't like not everybody's gonna have the opportunity, the funds, or the ability to just get up and go to LA.
Exactly.
So I do like the fact that they have like online tutorials now, and
No, most definitely.
and I do like the
All
fact
jokes
that
aside, that you have to pay for them.
yeah, like I do like the fact that there's like the internet is there for people to learn routines. I do like the fact that even when it was quarantine and dancers were trying to make it work and people were
They
doing
did.
they were doing classes online and they were doing classes on Instagram live, and we had to pivot and move and find and different ways to be able to still pay our bills but also still keep the sanity of ourselves and our community.
Yeah.
So I think that's also a healthy tool, and I think that was a plus for us to move forward in terms of longevity.
And it taught you to be a better dancer by just learning off of a video.
Right.
Which is
so
skill.
that's a skill. So I think that is something that I'm glad we were able to take that and continue with it, because like I said, the opportunity won't always be there for everyone.
Yeah.
But at least like we can take advantage of
And
whatever
this is
opportunity that
how we
presents
use the
itself to
internet
us.
in a positive way. And like
Yeah.
posting your skills online and like people seeing it, like, wow. And that's how you can make a healthy coin, my friends.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, listen, like I said, we all have goals and they're all achievable. I think this year what I'm going to do differently is I want to make a vision board for myself, because I really do feel like I'm about self
Listen,
improvement.
I believe in manifestation
Yeah,
and that stuff.
yeah. I want to self improve, and that's why I keep saying like I'm listen ring. All right,
I
because
keep talking.
that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep
Facts.
saying it. I'm gonna sprinkle it
Listen,
into the universe and into God's ears so He can hear me because He already knows what the plan is. And oh, I go on, He already has it. But
he
just
already made a plan.
you just gotta just say it to Him just so He knows that
Listen,
you know the
I'm
plan.
gonna keep talking about
But
it, but we manifested
yeah,
Christopher Brown, and
we got it.
we got it,
And it
and
took
nobody could.
years, but we got it.
Honestly, I use that and I keep saying it because nobody could tell me that I can't do anything.
No, we
Are you
can.
crazy?
Yeah, we can. We can. We can do
I
everything
can
we
do
want.
anything,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the power of the tongue is very strong. So
Mhm.
the words that you speak, be careful how you say things
Yep.
because the Lord will give it to you. That's why
Yep.
you have to be specific in what you're asking for and what you're manifesting. It.
Yep. And
Oh,
believe in it. And
believe
what
it.
goals you have set for yourself, you never
Believe
know what
that.
can happen. I looked Chris Brown in the face and told him I'm gonna dance for him. So
Facts.
it's gonna happen.
And when you catch us on stage in a music video,
It's
all
gonna
right,
happen.
okay.
I
And
just
when
want you to
she's there,
know.
I'm there. When I'm there, she there. Okay. I
You
need
might
you
not
guys
see
to
us at
know
the same
that.
time, but
Did-
as long as you know,
all
we're both
right.
there.
It's not, okay. It might not be at the same time, which is fine, but I'm there. Oh, okay. As long as you guys know. I've already said this. I've been in Honey. You didn't know? I was
This
there.
girl.
Girl,
Yeah.
you're lucky I don't put that on my resume.
Yeah. Bye.
I'm.
Yeah, I think it's like I think
You're
you
never
can
too old
you're
that you
never
can
too old. I
do.
think dance will always be like I said earlier, dance is a different language but with a universal meaning. It means the same thing. We all love it.
We might not be able to speak the same language, but we can all dance.
Yep. And we all have the same feeling for it and we all feel emotionally attached to dance in
Yep.
some way, shape or form.
Because doesn't matter where you go, dance brings everybody together.
Yep.
You don't
And
see Cardi B and Offset in Jamaica doing the
oh
routines?
god. I think
Bringing
that's
the
just like
cultures
something
together.
that it like Twitch. He brought dance together. He brought dance into people's living rooms. People were able to be happy and be introduced to dance. Different people, young boys, young girls, that's being introduced to dance, and he brought that light into a room. So dance is super important. I think whether or not you have a career in it, whether or not you got to work a day job like myself and be a
Me
big
too.
time accountant, and then and then teach dance in the evening, and then also choreograph this, and also get an opportunity to dance for there. Like at the end of the day, there are sacrifices that we make work,
But you've made it work.
but you make it work and
You
you just keep going towards that goal and dream, and just as long as you can see it in sight, there's no point in giving up.
listen, Miss Shante was a product of I can work a day job and dance at the same time, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
She's done it all.
Absolutely. I've
Been there,
done it
done it
all.
all.
I've done
And
everything.
somehow managed to pay her bills. I never asked any questions, but she did.
Listen, I just do it.
You
Don't
just
ask,
do.
just
Sometimes
do
you just
it.
have to just
Yep.
literally that. Just do it.
Yep.
Like literally just have to just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. And
Mhm.
honestly, that mindset might not always work. Quick disclaimer. But
Try it.
try it.
Might work for
It might
majority
work.
of
Don't
if-
skip on paying your rent though.
No, please don't. Please, I beg. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Pay rent, pay your mortgage, pay what you gotta do. But
Yeah.
like I said, keep going and keep thriving, and it's not the end. And we all have a dream
It's
that
just
we
the
can
beginning.
attain. And I really do say, like, really talk, like, real talk, like, make those vision boards for yourself,
Yeah.
set those goals for yourself, and see how far you can take it and manifest things, and just keep believing in yourself, and you'll get there. Like, this is like particularly to dancers, because
Yep.
I feel what you feel. Just keep going and pushing, and also be respectful when you walk into rooms. Remember that the way you enter the room is just as important as the way you leave the room.
Listen, because they might not remember your name, but they'll remember your face.
And they'll remember
And how
how
you
you
acted and
presented
bit.
yourself
Yep.
and how you left the room. How
Yep.
when your presence left the room, it'll be felt to
Yep.
what the room is. Like they'll be like, yo, like this person was this or this person's with that. There's an impact that you can make.
Exactly.
So respect, always show love. And remember, like I said, lead with love and lead with kindness because we got one life to live.
Preach,
Mhm.
preacher. What? Just saying.
Oh, Lord.
Live, laugh, love.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yo, you've been saying live life, love, whatever
Live,
that
laugh,
is.
love because you
Yeah.
should.
I know, but like that's like you're saying now.
Is that a problem?
No, it's not.
No, you
Yo,
sound a
get
little
up. Let's fight.
spicy. You
Let's
sound a little
fight.
spicy.
No, you want to fight? Let's fight.
You sound a little
No,
spicy.
no, no, no. Podcast. Listen to this. This little girl right here just been
I don't
feisty
know
to
why she
me
yelling.
for no
I'm not
reason.
even being feisty.
Yeah, you are.
She's a little sensitive.
Have you seen all the episodes? Watch episodes.
She's a
Watch the
little
last
sensitive.
3, 4
She's a little
episodes.
sensitive.
It's always something with
Miss
her.
Shantae is just a little sensitive. Okay?
Yeah, I am sensitive.
She just
sensitive.
need a
I'll be
little
talking to her and
sensitive.
she'll be like,
She's a little sensitive.
why are you so loud?
No,
Why are you so
brother,
loud?
sometimes she coming
Why
out
are
of
you
room
so
and all she's doing is
loud?
and I'm like, Shan, use your
I'm
indoor
excited
voice.
to see you. She's not excited to see me. But when
No,
she
like
dip
I
on
am,
phone
but
with certain people, do a big green
I'm
tea,
just trying to
big
figure out why you're talking so loud. I'm just trying to. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching and listening to our podcast. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok, CheyTea Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell button. Thank you so much.
This girl said end the episode. End the episode.
Because why are you so loud?
Oh my gosh, that was funny.